The camera glides over a long stretch of asphalt, sunlight glinting off polished chrome. Then, a low rumble, deep, confident, unmistakable. Emerging from the shimmer of heat is an icon, the Ford Mustang. The legend that redefined American muscle. From its debut in 1964, the Mustang wasn't just a car, it was a revolution in motion. Its body lines told a story of freedom, youth, and unrestrained power. The exterior design of the classic Mustang remains one of the most recognizable silhouettes in automotive history. The first generation, stretching from 1964 to 1973, carried an elegance born from aggression. The long sculpted hood seemed to stretch endlessly forward, while the short rear deck gave it a sporty, fastback stance that shouted performance even when standing still. It had the perfect balance, graceful yet intimidating. At the front, the signature pony emblem galloped proudly in the center of the grille. Flanked by twin headlights, it wasn't just a badge, it was a symbol of untamed spirit. The horizontal bars of the grille drew your eyes wide, giving the Mustang a broad, muscular face that dared the road to challenge it. The hood bulged ever so slightly, a promise of power waiting beneath. Each contour, each crease, was purposeful, sculpted by wind and attitude. As light played along its surface, the reflections danced like motion frozen in metal. From the side, the Mustang's proportions were poetry. The body sat low and lean, the wheel arches pronounced yet elegant. The sweeping line that ran from the front fender to the rear quarter panel created an unmistakable profile, a stance that said, "I was built to move." The chrome door handles, the polished mirror caps, the subtle use of trim, all added a touch of American class to its raw muscle appeal. And then there was the fastback, arguably the most iconic shape of them all. Its sloping roofline merged effortlessly into the rear deck, giving the impression that the car was slicing through air even while parked. It was design and desire in perfect harmony. The rear end of the Mustang was pure character. The triple-segmented taillights, framed in chrome, became a signature that still echoes in modern Mustangs today. When they lit up, they didn't just signal, they commanded attention. Between them, the chrome gas cap with the running horse emblem gleamed like a badge of honor. Each detail, from the sweeping bumpers to the sculpted quarter panels, was crafted with purpose. Even the smallest line carried attitude. The dual exhausts peaking beneath the rear bumper whispered promises of speed, while the stance itself, wide and grounded, spoke of strength and confidence. The paint finishes were bold and unapologetic. Deep reds, ocean blues, racing whites, and jet blacks. Each color told a different story, yet all shared one message. This was not a car built to blend in. It was built to stand out, to turn heads, to start hearts racing. When sunlight hits its curves, you can almost hear the echoes of the open highway. The Mustang wasn't just designed to move, it was designed to be seen. Every inch of its exterior embodied the spirit of 1960s America, freedom, rebellion, and the thrill of the drive. More than half a century later, the early Mustang still commands admiration. Parked on a quiet street or roaring down a country road, its presence never fades. The chrome still glistens, the stance still exudes confidence, and that unmistakable silhouette still reminds the world why it became an icon. The Ford Mustang of 1964 to 1973 wasn't just a car. It was a symbol carved in steel, a rolling masterpiece that captured the essence of speed, style, and soul. And even today, when you see one gliding by, you can't help but stop, stare, and feel a little spark of that same wild freedom it was born to represent. Slide open the door, and the scent of aged leather and nostalgia fills the air. The interior of the Ford Mustang from 1964 to 1973 was more than a cabin, it was a cockpit built for excitement. Everything about it spoke to the driver's desire for control, comfort, and pure driving pleasure. The moment you sit behind the wheel, you're greeted by a wide dashboard that wraps around with purpose. The twin-pod instrument cluster stands proudly in front, housing deep-set gauges with chrome-rimmed dials that glow with vintage charm. Each gauge, speedometer, tachometer, fuel, and temperature, reminds you this machine was meant for drivers who live for the road. The steering wheel itself is a masterpiece of simplicity. A three-spoke design with a polished metal center and the galloping pony emblem at its heart, every turn feels like commanding power directly from your fingertips. The shifter, whether mounted on the floor or the steering column, clicks with mechanical precision, connecting man and machine in a language of motion. Soft vinyl seats wrap around you with both comfort and intent. They're low-slung, inviting you to sink in and take command. The stitching, the patterns, the textures, all evoke a sense of craftsmanship that defined the golden age of American cars. Chrome accents catch the light across the dashboard, air vents, and door panels, giving a touch of elegance to the raw energy beneath. The Mustang's interior wasn't luxurious in a traditional sense, it was purposeful, sporty, and timelessly cool. From the wooden steering rim to the brushed metal trims, every surface carried attitude. Inside a classic Mustang, you didn't just sit, you belonged. It was a driver's domain, a place where passion met precision, and every mile felt like freedom on four wheels.